Welcome to the world of gastrointestinal issues. I'm going to share with you three easy, simple, common sense things that I did to cure my gastrointestinal issues. In my case, it was a Crohn's disease diagnosis, actually several different Crohn's disease diagnoses. I want to share these three easy tips with you, and I'll tell you my story in this video right now. I understand that living with a GI disorder is no fun. Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, whatever it may be, right? And we can't talk about it. It's not the type of thing that you talk about at happy hour with your friends at the bar, or that you talk about at the family Thanksgiving gathering. But I want you to know that when you come here, HowToRon, down here in Ron's basement, it's okay to talk about it here. I've been through it. I understand what you're going through. I'm 52 years old right now. When I was 32, so I've dealt with this for 20 years, I became very sick. I was in a stressful point in my life, running a small business. I had to go to the ER. I was throwing up, having diarrhea. I thought I was dying. I spent about 8 hours in the ER, hooked up to IVs, and they left me with an appointment to go see a GI doctor. That led to about 2 years of going to 4 or 5 different GI doctors. I had every test under the sun done on me, right? Where you drink the liquid, they go up through the backside. They poked and prodded and looked at everything, and I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease several times during that period. I went on all the medications, and I did not like them. That's just my experience. The medications typically made me feel worse than I did when I had the supposed Crohn's disease. So I took matters into my own hands, did a deep dive into Crohn's disease, and came up with 3 things that I did that helped me beat it on my own. Now, I am not a doctor. I have to put in this disclaimer, right? I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just sharing with you what I did and what I had success with. And these are easy, simple things. I'm not trying to sell you anything. There's no magic drink or anything I'm going to ask you to click on or buy or anything like that. I just want to share this with people because it was helpful for me, and it might be helpful for you. And I know for a fact that all 3 of these things can't hurt the situation. Number 1, turn the dial back. You need to visualize that. You need to slow down when you eat. And you need to chew your food more times than you are right now. I actually had an elderly GI doctor. He was at the end of his career, had practiced medicine for 40 or 50 years. He told me that he thought maybe 20, 30, as high as 40% of GI issues could be significantly helped, and some even completely rectified, if people took that step alone. Turn the dial back. Chew your food completely. Enjoy your food when you're eating. It is something that I personally struggled with then and still struggle with through today. I'm a kind of a tightly wound person. So when I eat, I can just, wolf it down, for lack of a better way to say it. What this doctor told me is the food goes out of your body at the same speed that it went into your body. So if you put the food in and you chew it up, and think about it, if you chew your food up a lot more, right, that puts less work on your intestines to have to break it all down. If you've chewed it up more already before you stick it down in the system, it makes things a little easier on the system. This, for me, is particularly true if I'm eating salad. Next, don't be afraid to try some natural remedies. I had another younger, more progressive GI doctor recommend to me that I look into turmeric and CBD oil. I took turmeric for 4 or 5 years. I'm not currently taking it now. From what I understand, it's an Indian spice that's an anti-inflammatory. Now, I do still use CBD oil. This is what I use. It's from Lazarus Naturals. I take about I don't know, 15 drops or so at night before I go to bed. And I believe that it helps relax me, relax the system, and helps with my overall GI tract. And finally, and I would argue most likely the most important thing you need to do, step number 3, is realize and believe that there's a huge, huge connection between your brain and your belly. Okay, and there's been scientific proof behind this as well. There's more nerve connections. Think about that saying that we all use, I had a gut feeling. Some doctors refer to the stomach as the second brain. Now, how does that relate to your GI issues? You need to relax a little bit, okay? And you need to believe that your GI issues can get better. It doesn't hurt. I actually at one point remember telling myself several times like, hey, I want the GI issues to go away. I really want them to go away. But the most important thing in this regard is you need to relax. Sometimes I thought that the worrying that I was doing about being told by all these doctors that I had this Crohn's disease situation, that worry that caused me made my GI issues get even worse. So, it doesn't hurt to have a positive mental attitude. Relax, you can meditate, do all types of things, but at bottom line, you need to accept the fact that there's a big, big connection between the brain and the stomach, and the way you think and the way you believe will impact your GI tract. I still, to this day, if I hit a patch where I'm nervous or stressed out, or I'm losing a bunch of money in the stock market, or upset about something with my family, or whatever the case may be, I will notice that I'll start to get a little diarrhea again. Sorry to have to share that with you, but that's just the way it goes. But it's all within a normal range. Try not to freak out about your GI issues. Don't let the worrying about GI issues cause you more GI issues. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm a guy in his basement, right? What do I know? But I think those are 3 recommendations that are simple, and I can't see how any one of those 3 recommendations could do anything but be helpful. And it worked for me. I haven't been dealing with any major GI issues for, the last 15, 16 years. And I hope that it works for you as well. Know that you're always welcome here at HowToRon. You're always welcome in Ron's basement. You are important and you can get better. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, turn on the bell notifications, and leave a comment in the comment section below. I always appreciate when I hear from you. Take care.